morning, everybody. Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm and her little dog Dee Dee following behind as we head to the barn this morning on 2 legs, which means I'm still feeling good. Y'all, I tell you what, I never in a million years would have thought something, I'm gonna call it so simple, because it's something I can do with ease. Cutting out gluten would change the way I feel. Never would have thought it. Never. I had a little episode this week where I ate some tortilla chips from a Mexican restaurant. Tortilla chips are gluten-free. Well, I ate the salsa too. Never did it occur to me that the fryer could have been used to fry things that contain gluten. Nor did it occur to me that the spices could have contained gluten. That evening, Gus and Loretta are going to sing about it, but that evening, y'all, I knew just how sensitive I was. And I pinpointed it back to the salsa and the chips. Y'all see Bramble up behind me on the rafter, looking majestic this morning. As I have Gus and Loretta's food, they're not going to be happy with me. Well, one half of this pig clan is not going to be happy with me this morning because she's not going to be able to tote her bowl away. And I tell you why. It's heyday for the goats and the donkeys and the emus if they choose to eat some, and Gus and Loretta. So I'm going to get their food fixed and shut their stall, and they may roar about it because that's just what Loretta does. All right, lovely lady. I have your food ready. You and Mr. Gus are going to be locked up in here. And you know Gus is going to want that one. You know he is. Come here, girl. Come here. I got you over here. There look. Are you... I think Loretta might have more than deafness going on. Oops, need to leave this out here. I hope she's not successful. Gus won't act like that. But Loretta, she's got to tote that bowl around when she gets done. But I've also got to get this hay put in the... Oh, you're so beautiful. Got to put the hay in the hay cradle. Oh, wrong way. Look at you. You're so beautiful. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Bramble does have some Maine Coon in him. He is a rescue cat from a feed store, but my goodness, he's beautiful. And goats are not happy with me either because they want to go out. And of course, Opie decided last night that he was not going to stay in the stall. So gotta get him put in his stall before I can move the hay. Precious little biscuit, enjoying the sunshine coming through the window this morning. I can't let me talk about how beautiful Bramble is without talking about you. Now, where is Sylvester? I guess the two of you decided you didn't need to be separated last night because Peach's door to her side of the stall was shut and she and Pocket were together. I guess y'all kept each other warm last night. Hey, pretty girl. Shut Peaches up for now. You want to go outside and eat this morning? We got to get your stall cleaned up. Yeah, we're going to get your stall cleaned up today. Oh, there he is. Look at here. I knew you weren't far. I knew you weren't far, Mr. Sylvester. All right, Pocket. Enjoy your breakfast. Hello, pretty man. How are you this morning? I'm surprised you're not up in the bed with Biscuit. Yeah. Your white whiskers. I just love them. I love them. Goodness. All right, let's get the cows fed. I'm going to have a time getting Opie back in. Maybe they've ate all their food during the night. I don't think he stays out all night, y'all. I think he does it once daylight hits. I forgot what I was doing. I think he does it once daylight hits. I think he just wants to run. And so he takes it upon himself to let himself out. So we gave the cows a new hay bale, but we wanted the goats to eat some more before we replenish theirs. So that's why we didn't do everybody at the same time. Matilda's last today because we've had some rain, so she's being very careful. Mildred, go down there, baby. No, you can't have her bucket. You can have this. Come on. Come on. Atta girl. Come on down here, Mildred. That's right. Yeah. All right, come here, Matilda. Get you fixed up. Well, goodness, I need to fill up this trough. I'll let that go for a second while I try to get Opie back in. Let's see. What are you thinking, buddy? Why do you not want to be in here with your brother? Shut this all the way or y'all will both be out. Come on back in. I got you some more grain. Come on. Come on. Come on. Open it a little wider. Come on. He's not coming out right now. You're coming in. Atta boy. Good. I know, Ernest. It's time to go out, but not quite. So they did eat all their feed last night, and I don't think Ernest could have eaten all the feed by himself. So I'll let them eat this while I get the hay put out, and then what they don't eat we'll put back out tonight, because that's when we feed them. And that's one reason we put them in the stall at night, because all of our animals don't eat the same feed. Everybody eats a separate feed because it is best for their nutritional value. And if we fed them all the same feed, Gus and Loretta would eat all of it. That would leave none for the emus, none for the donkeys, and none for the goats. They did drink all their water last night. So instead of filling this up when I lock them up, we're gonna fill it up right now. Because when you eat, you need to drink, right? That's the reason that we keep the emus still locked up in the evening. It's simply what works best for us, being that we feed all different feeds. How you doing this morning, Matilda? Well, I've just about got the water trough filled up, which that worked out perfectly because I was able to walk away and do something else and get that filled up. So next on my list is letting Peaches out of the stall. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, that's a good girl. You don't go down there and mess with her. You know, she gets a bucket and you get a trough. That's right. Sweet girl, yeah. So just like the emus eat a special feed, Peaches eats the Klombach squeals of joy. She just doesn't squeal about it too much. And then Pocket eats a horse feed. So they get separated, but once they finish, I make sure I open this gate enough for Peaches to get out, which y'all can see the crack in the door. She's a smart girl. Pigs are very, very smart. Did you get finished? Let's see. Yep, you ready for some hay now, aren't you? Huh? You got some shavings in you? You got a little stuff in your eyes? All right, I'm gonna get it for you. But pigs, as y'all know, are very, very smart animals. Pigs are not gonna go to the bathroom where they sleep. They're gonna go outside if possible. And of course, Peaches stays in the stall at night, but she doesn't go to the bathroom until she finishes eating. I think it's safe to say that Snow White wanted that light back on because she immediately went to it and stood up under it. She wasn't under it when I came in here, and that's why I unplugged it. But she knows what the light is, and it puts off heat. So she'll get out from under it when she gets warm. This is the hay that we feed the goats. And this is horse hay. Horse hay is different than cow hay. Yeah, they're goats. But my goats will not eat just any hay. So, since Jessie and Honey are in here with the goats, which are equine, we give them this. I know good and well that you're either gonna have to go home or you're gonna get on the tractor, girl. Look at that. Dee Dee. Precious girl. And Mr. Bramble, of course, Mr. Bramble. All right, girl, let's go. And while Dee Dee rode on the tractor with me to bring the hay bale in here, this gate is closed. Jesse and Honey are on the other side. When I open the gate, of course, I'll have to get the hay bale down, and that requires getting off the tractor and using 2 hands. I never, ever, ever take a chance with putting Dee Dee down around the donkeys. Jesse and Honey are 2 of the most gentle donkeys I think I've ever seen. But it doesn't take but 1 minute for a donkey or an emu to see a dog as something that shouldn't be there, and Dee Dee's life could be in danger. So I just take preventative measures. I'm not taking Dee Dee in the pasture. She rode on the tractor with me, but over the fence she goes for her safety. Sorry, girl, I'll get you in just a minute. All right, girls, I got y'all a new hay bale. Y'all did a very good job with consuming the other one all the way down to the ground. And I didn't want to give you one until you did that. It's been lasting about a month, I would say, which some of you may say, why don't you use square bales? In our case, y'all, it's just better for us to use round bales. So do what works for you, right, Jesse? Do what works for you. Today's my first time using this new hay knife. I guess you just flip this thing around. Let's see. How do you do it? I may not be using it. Does it have instructions on it? There we go. Okay. That's how you do it. Oh my goodness, I thought Jason was spending money when it wasn't necessary when he bought this thing. But it's definitely a good tool to have. So if you don't have one of these, put that on your Santa list. That's much better than a razor knife. Much better. I know, girl. They see me giving, y'all have hay, except I lowered it too low, so I gotta lift the bale up a little bit. Pull the wrap off. No problem. Ooh, I definitely need to fold that back down. Honey, wait just a minute, girl. Cut that back off. Just a minute, girls. I'm gonna get the wrap off of it. Oh yeah, that's much, much better. Much better. That tool. All right, I think I can get it down. I still got to back up, so we're gonna crank it up. Make sure we take the hay wrap with us. Don't want any animals caught up. All right, honey, watch out, baby. There we go. In case y'all can't hear Tater, she's letting me know she's mad because she didn't get a bale of hay. And you can see she has one. So, y'all ready to come out this morning? I'm sorry, girls. Had to get y'all some hay. Girls and boys. Yeah, they like that new bale. All right, and Tip, you are not going in that stall. Let's see, you come over here. Come on. I don't want you in there eating emu feed. I'm gonna shut the gate and get it up, but you're a lot faster than I am. All right, boys. Come on. Come on, hurry, Tip's coming back. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on. That a boy. Good. I don't know what Tip's fascination is with the emu stall, but he thinks every day he needs to go in there. And I have to get him out before that happens. I don't want him eating any residual emu feed. Y'all have fun with that. I'm gonna open up the big gate after I get the tractor out and let Gus and Loretta free roam. How about it, Bo Peep? You like that new hay this morning? Huh, Miss Bootsy? Yeah. All right, Topper. You go take care of those girls and that Tipper. He needs you to keep him in line. Yes, he does. You're looking so beautiful this morning. The sunshine's getting in your eyes and making you close them, isn't it? Yeah, show everybody how pretty you are, Big Topper. I see y'all, two pig noses that have not busted the gate down yet, but pert near because you're finished eating. I promise y'all, I'm coming right back. Give me just a second. As I have parked my tractor back up on the lean-to beside the barn, I got to show y'all something, and I wish I had caught it in the act. There is a birdhouse that we have over here on this post, and I've never caught an up-close glimpse of them, but I do know that birds are appreciating this birdhouse being here. Since the temperatures have been cold, maybe even in the spring, I have a feeling they're probably house sparrows, which is not something you necessarily want. But I'm glad that this birdhouse is being utilized because every time I come on this side of the property and get the tractor out, birds fly out. Now I'm going to try to identify them closer and get a picture to determine if it is indeed house sparrows or if it's something different. There's one thing I don't like about this hay knife, and that is that either I'm very weak or it's difficult to fold this thing back in place. I see it's got a place for a screwdriver to go right there. That may be the way that you adjust it, and I just may not be pushing hard enough. But goodness, I'm kind of scared I'm gonna push too hard and get in that razor blade. So that's my negative. I'm gonna have to wait on Jason to fold it up. And of course, I'll put it in a safe place where the cats can't get to it. Right, Sylvester? I'm sorry I took your top hay bale, but you still do have one on the back side. Just when I said that, I tried a little harder because, you know, I don't give up. I just don't. I don't like to. Enough said. I did it. I did it. Now, he had it over here on the back side, so I'm going to put it right back over here. And that way, he won't remember where it is. But I will. Well, y'all were two good piggies. Yes, you were. I thought y'all were gonna bust the door down. Now, sometimes we have other things to do and we don't want to leave y'all locked up in here and we're scared we might forget about you. So that's another reason why we don't shut the stall when we feed you. But times may have just changed. We may have just decided that the best thing to do is to lock y'all up when you're eating. Now I gotta do something. Since the bowls are in here, even though they're empty, Miss Loretta will take off with it. So I'm gonna get them out of here while I know where they are. I know, I'm not talking about you. I promise, I'm not talking about you. So open this gate. That way, y'all can go over there and Gus, buddy, gotta go around. Told y'all pigs were smart. I told y'all pigs were smart. Loretta's got to go check out everybody's stall, except she can't get in the emu stall. She's got to go make sure nobody left a crumb. Nobody left anything, girl. Nobody left a thing. That's the first thing they do, 'cause they're pigs. Sorry, Gus. You're a pig too. Y'all, you know, my girls just can't wait to visit with me every morning. I really don't think it has anything to do with me. I'm starting to get a little discouraged about this because I thought they loved me. I really think that if I laid down in here, they would probably consume me too. It has nothing to do with me. They just want what I offer them in terms of treats. That's a hard pill to swallow, girls. Y'all just want my treats. I'm getting them, I'm getting them. We are close to having y'all move into your new home. And then maybe you'll love me and not just my treats. Yeah, Big Ryan, looking beautiful this morning. Cheese, all the lovely ladies. My goodness, I even see an Ancona out this morning. Where did she go? She's under the bus, but indeed she's out. The rest of them are on the roost. I can see them. Y'all, it's taking a little longer than what I wanted. Come on, girls. Look at there, girls. Look, it's treats. Come on, girls. You'll do better outside, I promise you. They're all up under the bus. Come on. Look at here. I'm going to throw some under there for them. There you go. They just don't quite have the hang of it yet. But I promise y'all, they're going to get there. They're going to get there. That's good stuff, ain't it, girl? Yeah. They're not going to get you. They're more scared of the old girls than the old girls are giving them an initiation. That's not happening. That part's over. They have accepted them into their flock and all is good. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? You can see they're just a little skittish. So y'all, since I've been doing this gluten-free thing, I'm having I hadn't went to the grocery store since I started the diet, and that's because, well, I had some things that I could substitute for. One of the main things being eggs. We eat eggs, and just about every morning we eat eggs. But since this has came about, I will find myself, if we don't eat eggs that morning, and I have something that contains gluten in the evening, I might fix eggs for myself. And so the other evening, I had cooked all the eggs, so I was out. Well, I knew that the girls had probably laid since I gathered, so I came out to the bus. It was almost dark. I was putting everybody up for the night, and I gathered the eggs so I could fix myself an omelet that night in place of what we were having, which was leftover Mississippi chicken. Y'all don't know what that is, Google it. It has pasta in it, and I ate mine the night before without pasta, but once I added the pasta, I didn't want to eat it. The next morning, Jason fed for me. I had to take my mama to the doctor over in Selma, and he sends me a text and he said, something is odd. There's not a single egg in the box. And I should have told him because he was concerned that we had a possum. Possums will eat your eggs and be hidden in a corner, and they may not eat your chickens until they run out of eggs to eat. They will kill your chickens eventually. We've never had that problem, but he was concerned, and I said, oh my goodness, I should have told you. I gathered all the eggs at dusk last night because I needed some for us to eat at home, and it was just another example of being on your P's and Q's when you have a farm. Notice things that seem off, and Jason did. He thought we may have a predator, and no eggs would indicate so. Now this time of the year they do slow down, but we are still getting a fair amount of eggs. So let's go see this morning how many eggs we have, and hopefully not a fairy egg today. All right, girl, you can wait just a minute. I'm almost done, and I hadn't even got started yet. 4 on this side and a big long feather. Big long feather. That's what's in there. That's a Rhode Island Red. Make 6. Y'all like this side better. 8, 9, 13. Anytime we get more than a dozen girls, we're doing good. Did one just roll? Nope, but I got 2 girls in the box. So 13 eggs and 2 girls in the box is a good day. I don't think I'm gonna eat 13 today, but I might. Well, the good thing is the Ancona girls are indeed walking around, and they didn't all rush right back into the coop, which is a big adjustment for them. So I feel good about kind of making them come out this morning and enjoying the sunshine. It's time. It really is. And they're gonna mostly stick together. You'll see that there's 4 girls together right here, and I bet there's 4 or 5 more together on the other side. They do better as a flock. Now we're gonna head home with our 13 eggs that we just gathered, and I'm gonna give you guys a little update on Lieutenant Dan. I saw Dee Dee walk home, so I know she's probably waiting at the door for me to let her in. When I put her over the fence, she immediately said, "I'm done. It's time to go home. No more tractor rides for me. I'd rather be at the house if I can't drive the tractor." I knew you were home. I just had a good feeling that you just came to the house and were waiting on me to put you inside with your other friends. Is that what you were doing? Huh? We're gonna go show everybody Lieutenant Dan and how good he's doing. You don't particularly care for Lieutenant Dan because you don't want to play with him, but he kind of stays out of your way and you stay out of his way. Gidget, our other Pomeranian, on the other hand, loves Lieutenant Dan. Well, y'all, I had to go on a wild Lou chase because he gets sleepy and he goes and finds himself a place that he feels he can rest and relax, and we can't find him sometimes. This particular day, he had found his way under our bed, and there was a rug folded up under there that he called home. So I want to show y'all just how much little Lou, and this is Edgar. Edgar is Mary Carl's cat, but y'all watch the 2 of these. They have really started liking each other. We're gonna, Edgar, baby. And of course, Gidget's on the other side of the fence, but I want to show y'all these 2 and how well they play. Gidget wants it too. Look at the laser. Edgar was adopted by us in, oh well, not quite a year ago. He was born in February, so. And just like that, he got finished with his little short play, and I promise y'all he plays and he runs. He's just sleepy, but he's doing very good. I want to take his sweater off and show y'all how his incision looks. Look how good he looks. His hair's starting to grow back right there, and you can see he's just got the one little bitty sore right there, which I feel good about that. But he's doing fantastic, and I feel like he's completely recovered. We'll see Dr. D again in February when he'll get his final evaluation, his rabies vaccine, and hopefully the all clear to take his shirt off and live a normal cat life. Right, buddy? But look how he's grown. He's grown so much. I mean, he's still a kitten, obviously, but he doesn't look like a bitty baby anymore, which when we first got him, he was the smallest cat we had ever had. Kitten. Just never had one that small. So happy he's come this far. Just wanted to give y'all a quick update. And this is the reason he wears his sweater. Not so he can't clean up, but so he can't lick that little wound right there. You're all dressed up. Now, back to good. Yeah, there's a little string. And see, he can't lick his sore, and that's what's allowed it to heal to this point. So he'll continue to wear his pretty little sweaters until Dr. D says he can take them off. Well, I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Mr. Lou said he's going to go run and play now now that he's not on camera. That's the way it goes. But everybody, I appreciate y'all, and till next time, y'all be good.